they're a last resort solution. Sewer pumps are a last resort. So gravity fed is the absolute best. So, capping, just recapping, all of our fixtures, as previously stated, have a capacity or a discharge capacity associated to that fixture. Total them all up. In the previous example, we had 34, and that falls in this drain discharge unit loading and minimum gradients. So you know that you could get away with an 80mm pipe and a 100 gradient for that pipe to discharge to the road or wherever it's going. We also know that's right on the limit, so perhaps it's not a good idea. And you'll either go to a larger pipe size, certainly if you could go to a steeper gradient, that would be better. As a designer, you've got to know this. Alright, why? Because when you do a building consent, you have to write this on your plumbing and drainage plan. Okay, and then they'll say, which system are you using? You go, that one with pipes. And they'll say, the Aussie or the New Zealand one? Or that one, Aussie one, usually. Okay, so, right, so, just cover that. Right, what else have we got? So, just to give you an example, that's a Y-bend, an elbow, coupling, and gully trap. That's what they look like in real life. Okay? So, see this inspection opening here, a Y. Don't have to spell it like that. Y, the letter Y is fine. A Y is a Y-bend for good reason. It looks like a Y. Okay? But see how it's got this cap on it? And that's your inspection cap. Alright? So sometimes if this is called a Y-bend, sometimes it's also called an inspection bend. IB, inspection bend. And that means at that point, or an IJ, an inspection junction, and that means you can take that off without opening up all the pipes and look down and see if something's blocked, or you can run a pipe or a hose down there, or a rod. We call it rodding, generally putting a piece of wire down and clearing whatever blockage there might be. Gully traps, they're plastic nowadays, and they look like that. Coupling is where you can, where you're just joining pipes together. Sometimes they reduce the pipe size. The only time you're reducing the pipe size is when you're going, up the system. So you might have a waste coming out this big, and then you might go to a big pipe. Okay, and then that's just a straight pipe. So those are the components you're dealing with. Okay, size of drains. There we go. The size and diameter of drainage shall not decrease in size in the direction of flow. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, for those of you who are almost asleep right now, remember that. Okay, and if you look, drain shall not have a diameter of not less than 100, except that 80 mils is acceptable with the drain services only wastewater fixtures. So what they're saying is that you can't go down to that size if you've got a toilet in the system. Okay? So you can pick up all those fixtures on an 80 mil, but if there's poos in the system, it's 100.
Right.
All right. So those are some of the things. Diameters and gradients of drainage shall be known as the that's table 2. So we just looked at it. Venting. So venting and the size of vents, alright, they are, we'll just go through the notes. This is the main line or the main drain out of the building. Okay, that's the largest one. Everything's running into that, ends up in that, ends up in the road. Okay, so it is what they call, it must be a vent, an open vent. Now, what that tends to be is somewhere in that system that has to be open to the air. Right? Yes. And it's usually what they call a relief gully. That's a new system. And sometimes you'll see there's a little grate outside a house, and it's got like a mesh over the top of it, and there's usually a tap above it. And what happens is if the system backs up, or somewhere that backs up, all the stuff spews out of that like the old gully trap used to. Okay? It's now called a relief gully. That is your open vent. So an unvented branch must be vented, and it must be vented if it is greater than 10 metres long. Okay, we're going to skip through this because it's terribly. Like I said, this is not my material. But just note, in a concrete slab, some of your stuff looks like that. So that's the pre-pour in the slab. Anything, all your pipes, your waste pipes that need to go under your building, if it's a concrete slab, will go in before the concrete's poured, right? So So your plumber gets brought in, and there'll be a waste outlet here, and this will be probably picking up a toilet, okay? And these might be vent pipes, and these might be picking up other fixtures, okay? And they're running through the slab. Now what tends to happen in New Zealand, because you looked at those gradient sizes of your pipe, even if a fixture only needs a 65 mil or 50 mil pipe in the slab, a lot of plumbers will now use a 100 mil pipe because it's greater capacity, and it also means they can put it shallower. Alright? So even if it's just the bath fixture only needs a 65 mil pipe, they'll use a 100 mil pipe. Even a basin, it just needs a 40 mil pipe waste, they'll put a 100 mil pipe in it. And the reason for that is they can lay that flatter, and what they'll do is put a little reducer so the pipe comes out of the basin, be 40 mil, and then there's a little cap, and that steps it up to 100 mil, and it will disappear into the slab. And the reason for that, again, you can lay that flatter. So if you're in a slab, and if you have to reach a certain gradient, and that's the exit point, and the gradient says it's got to be 1 in 20, something might be popping out of the slab before you get to that point. Okay? So you need to know the distance and the gradients. Often they go straight to 100, can be flatter, and its capacity is high, so there's no risk of it blocking up. And also, 100 mil pipe's really cheap. So if you go to buy some 100 mil pipe at Bunnings and they tell you it's $240, tell them it's only 40.